What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, and I'm bringing you a look at a Cinch Gaming custom Iron Man Edition controller that I made. And so I guess let's just get right into it. The box is actually pretty nice. I mean, I wasn't expecting, this level. It's a totally custom box. They kind of favor Xbox on there, and I got a PS4 controller, but everything's pretty much geared towards Xbox, and you actually have a lot more options for your controller, but there's still a fair amount of options for the PS4. So let me go ahead and pop this open so we can get into it here. All right, so this is the card that comes with it. And it just shows you, so you can get adjustable trigger stops. I didn't do that. I don't really feel like they're necessary. I understand them, but I didn't get them. But you can get adjustable, or you can get the regular ones that are just mostly made for Call of Duty, but they might not be suitable for other games. So let's take a look at the controller. Pop this out. So and looking at this controller, so the reason that I did not go with Scuf, and this was kind of a big thing for me, is that they didn't let you fully customize. So they had a red chrome, but if you wanted the buttons chrome, they had to be red. The whole thing had to be red, even though they also sell a chrome gold edition. I wrote them and asked them if they could just do what you're looking at right now, and they said that they couldn't. And I don't really understand that. I mean, if you're in the business of selling custom controllers, then you should, I mean, if people are paying $200 for a controller, you should kind of let them do whatever it is they want to do on the controller. But yeah, so I didn't really like that, so I decided to go with this one. That was one of the reasons. Another reason was the extra buttons in the back. So we'll get to that in just a second. But so overall here, the controller looks normal. So even the gap here, I've heard things about Scuf that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a little bit of focus here, but I've heard that somewhere in this area it's not aligned correctly, but for this one it actually just looks like a regular PS4 controller. One thing that I am disappointed by in looking at this, and I actually wrote them already, is that the options and share button, these are also supposed to be gold, and they're not. So I did pay for the rush shipping, so I'm not sure if that had something to do with it, because they did deliver this, well, they shipped it within 2-3 business days, but I did write them because, I mean, I paid for that option, so I'd like to get it. So this is the chrome red shell, and I got it all the way around, so you can choose front and back. And then for the trim kit, I got the chrome gold, so that way I could have the Iron Man colors. And then they did replace the light with a custom thing, and then if I hit the PS button, you'll see that light up. So it's a cool little piece there with their branding on it. But yeah, with the buttons on the back, so with a Scuf controller, it's kind of more like a long pad along the back, and the way that you have to hold your hands, from what I understand, is more like this, where your finger is straight out, and you kind of touch it with the side of your middle finger. And, when I hold the controller, my fingers are wrapped around, so this, holding it like that, would be kind of unnatural. With Cinch, you can see, let me make sure you can see the buttons here. I opted to get 2 extra buttons on both sides. So here you go. Now, the one thing I will say is the bottom buttons are perfect for how I hold the controller, because this is how my fingers would be. I kind of grip the controller, and you can hear me clicking these buttons, so they're in a perfect position. The top buttons are actually a little bit out of the way, so I don't know if I'm going to have to adjust my grip to where I have these 2 fingers like this, or if I'm just going to have to figure out how to get my middle finger to go back and forth between them. So there's going to be a little adjustment phase. So in comparison to the Scuf, one thing that I wish they had, Cinch Gaming does offer reprogrammable buttons down here, but only for Xbox. So I'm a little disappointed by that, and they said that the PlayStation 4 one should be coming later this year, so I'm not sure if there's some sort of upgrade that we're going to be able to do to get these buttons done. So when you order it through them, you will have to map these buttons. So the way that I have it is the default buttons on the bottom, X and O, and then I got square and triangle. But you can actually configure these however you want. So whichever way you think is going to be comfortable, make sure you configure it that way, because you cannot change it once it's done. The sticks feel good. I know there have been complaints from some of the companies that do custom things where they send you a used controller, And this one, I don't know. I don't think it's used from the packaging, and it all looks clean, and the sticks are really nice. So I'm hoping that this is a brand new controller. I mean, I would believe that it was. But yeah, everything, I just got the regular sticks. I didn't get anything updated there. I just got this in the Iron Man color scheme. And I'll have a review posted a little bit later. I'm going to try this out with some Call of Duty and Destiny and just see how it holds up. And I'm going to be adding my Control Freaks on this as well. And that's another reason I got the standard thumbsticks, because I use Control Freaks and I wanted to make sure that they fit on there. But yeah, this is the fully customized, what I'm calling the Iron Man edition for Cinch Gaming. And I'll leave a link in the description where you can go there and check it out. And I'll also leave a link to Scuf so that you can check out their products as well and kind of make up your own mind. But like I said, I'll post a review on how it plays in the game in a few days after I've had a chance to, you know, kind of get used to it, because it's going to take a little break and in period to get used to these buttons. And I did want to close in on the buttons to show you that they actually did a pretty good job around the buttons. And I apologize, I'm having some trouble focusing here. There you go. So you can see it's pretty clean holes around there. I was worried that you know, they were just going to take a hacksaw to it and open it up to put buttons, but it looks like they, you know, they're used to doing it, and they cut it out just larger than the button. And the buttons do feel good. So when you click them, you can hear that you know, there's good response there. But like I said, I'll post a review about the actual use and gameplay. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and drop me a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And like I said, I got the rush service on this, so they did it in 2 to 3 days, and then the shipping took about 5 business days to get to me. Well, 4. They shipped it on a Monday. I got it today on Friday. But that's everything for the unboxing. And like I said, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, see ya.